Hey Wildcats, welcome back to another Cat Chat with Brad Wilbur, LC Sports Information Director, and we're talking men's hoops again. Coach Mason is back at the desk. Coach, welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
Big week this week. Two more home games, the last two home games of the regular season. We still have some chances to talk about more home games later, maybe, but big one last night as well on the road. Crazy deal where the game last Tuesday was rescheduled because of the winter weather and all that sort of stuff. But you played last night against Belhaven, and a little bit of a different game than when they played here, but same sort of outcome, a big win in a night where, and like we talked about after that first game with Belhaven, a lot of guys got to contribute, and same sort of deal.
Excited about the opportunity to go on the road again because we felt like we've played our best basketball on the road. Thought we established ourselves early in that game in the paint. Devon had a huge presence early, which set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, out to like a 23-3 start in what turned out to be a kind of a mediocre crowd turned into a big crowd right at tip-off and really not rattling the guys at all.
Their football team came out and set the tone for how the game was going to be played, and our guys responded. It was important for us. We talked in pregame and we talked during the practice the day before how we thought we were a little lackluster when they were here, and we wanted to set the tone with our energy and come out on fire and try to establish who we really were. And contrary to what people believe, we shoot a lot of threes, but I'm an inside-out guy, and I thought it was important to establish. To our guys' credit, it's not anything we really harped on in the locker room. They did it, and it set the tone for everything that went on thereafter. And there were some guys that got an opportunity to play a lot of minutes. Jacquez Coleman shot the ball extremely well. I am always impressed when Bailey Hardy stays within himself. Yeah. But for the most part, we did what we had to do, and we were able to get some guys that have logged a lot of minutes, some rest. Coach Prather's always on me about resting guys, and so we were able to get some guys some rest last night.
Good deal. And that's going to be important for sure coming up this week with two pivotal games. The last two, we got Laterno on tomorrow night, Thursday, and then we got ETBU on Saturday. And these are massive games if we still have and we still have those chances of winning the division and all that sort of stuff. So I guess first of all, and you talked about the atmosphere last night at the tip-off of the Belhaven game. Talk about maybe a little bit like that kind of deal, how the team feeds off of that kind of energy.
It's essential. It's essential to have a home court advantage with the crowd. I don't think our fans understand how much we really appreciate them. But when our guys can feel the energy that's brought into an arena by fans, it's huge. We talk about creating energy. Sometimes that synergy off the crowd feeds into what we do. We still got to work our game plan. We still got to do the things that we've been coached to do, but it's huge for us to do that. I'll say this, 2 games at home that matter of winning the league. 4 years ago, that's why we came here. We came here to win championships. And I am so excited for these young men that have stayed the course, that have put the time in, that have put the work in to put themselves in a position to have a chance to win a title. We still got to get it done, but you can't get it done if you're not in position to do it. And so for 3 years, this is what we thought this place could be. And so we're excited. And I just want to publicly say thank you to everybody that's had a hand in it. There's so many things that go into being successful. And I'm excited to see how our guys respond. It's important that we have fan support. Our entire school should get on the back of this, not just because it's men's basketball or women's basketball, but because it's LC. And that should be the reason we should come out and support this weekend.
Absolutely. So Thursday, like I said, the women will tip off at 5:30. The guys will follow probably approximately 7:30. And then Saturday, same sort of deal. Women will tip at 1 and the guys at 3. So make your plans now. We got a big weekend. Baseball and softball are playing this weekend as well, opening their season. So no reason to go home this weekend. Just hang out and enjoy some LC athletics all weekend. I know you're busy, Coach, so the phone's ringing. It's fine. But talk a little bit about, because we played. We played Laterno at their place, and it came down to the wire. Like we probably expected it to be two very good teams. So what maybe going into this matchup are we looking at as far as that one's concerned?
It's the same thing. I was talking to some coaches this morning concerning Nate West and how we need to guard him and things of that nature. Dan Miller does an exceptional job at Laterno. He's become one of the premier coaches in our league, and he gives his guys so much freedom to be able to do what they do within their abilities. We've got to really defend the three-point line, and we've got to rebound. I thought that's where we lost that game. We're up 4 with 1:12 to go. Very well played basketball game by both teams. Came down to who could make a play and who didn't make a play, and we fell short in that game. We've got to rebound the basketball, and we've got to guard Nate West and allow someone else to try to beat us.
Right.
And so that's really going to be our focus. ETBU shot at an amazing clip at their place a couple weeks ago. Got to guard the three-point line. Got to do the same thing. Got to rebound the basketball. But as a coach and a former player, I'm excited this week because this is what you want to be a part of. We talk about being in the conversations. Well, we're in the conversations. But can we finish the deal? That's what I'm preaching to our guys this week. One game at a time. I just put a quote on the board. When you plant good seed, you can expect a good harvest. And the question to my guys is, what kind of seed are you planting? And so I'm excited to see how they come out and prepare today. This is a long week. We got in at 2 a.m. this morning from Jackson, Mississippi. But it doesn't stop. Can't make excuses. You've got to prepare, and you've got to be ready to go.
So if you're not ready for these games, I don't know what else we can do, right? Like I said, Thursday, women's game starts at 5:30. The guys right after that. And then on Saturday, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock at HOS. The last two regular season games of the season. So it'll also be senior night, so which reminds me, Coach, and maybe we'll talk a little bit more about them next week's show. But real quick, talk about the 4 seniors on your team: Devon, Jelly, Tim, and Travis.
4 amazing young people. I've had the privilege of Tim Stokes coaching him for 7 years, coached him 4 years at Evangel, 3 years here. Travis Schultz, everything a father would want in a son. I often say this. He's everything I would want my son to be like. Devon Washington, 6'9", 285 giant, as humble as they come. Jacquez Coleman, a guy that I'll always remember him not taking no for an answer. We first got here a year ago, 2 years ago. Didn't know if Jelly would be able to contribute. Gave him an opportunity to redshirt. And I'll never forget him walking in my office and asking him if he could just practice. Speaks to the type of person he is, the volume. This program is better for having these 4 young men in it. Just tremendous people and have made great contributions. Travis Schultz, Jacquez Coleman, Tim Stokes, Devon Washington hung in there with us. Devon Washington comes a year ago, only won 6 games. Tons of people wanted him and his services. He decided to hang in there with us. Travis Schultz has been here 4 years, gone through the peaks and the valleys. Timothy Stokes has been with me, like I said, for 7 years. If the play he gave 4 years at Evangel, I believe led to me getting an opportunity to come to Louisiana College. So indebted to these 4 young men. I can't tell you how privileged I have been, how an honor it has been for me, for them allowing me to be a part of their college journey. And so just tremendous. And it's going to be a tearful day for me on Saturday.
For a lot of people, too, because I've connected with these guys as well. So they're 4 of my favorite kind of players to watch and get to interact with on a regular basis. So we'll do the senior presentation stuff between games on Saturday, so just hang out, and it'll be a lot of good. We got 3 women's players that'll be honored as well. We'll talk about that with Coach Lobato. But thanks so much for watching again. Thursday and Saturday, make your plans now. Be there, be loud, wear blue and orange or whatever colors you want to wear. Just be there and support the Wildcats this weekend. Coach, thanks again for coming by.
Thanks, B.
I'm Brad Wilburn. We'll see you next time.
See you this weekend.